welcome back to the show. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit. We went to Ski Run Jet Ski Girls. We had a Animal Coalition at Tahoe. And now we're talking acupuncture as promised. Scott Nanamura is in the studio right now. You just pulled all the needles out of me. I feel 1,000% better.
I know.
It's all clear.
Yeah.
It's all clear.
We only used 100 instead of 1,000 this time.
Only used 100?
Yeah.
Well, I just woke up. I'm like, this is great. This is great.
You look great.
Do I look great?
Yeah, you look 20 years younger.
Does acupuncture help with beauty?
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, look. I mean, it's
Whoa,
perfect
whoa, whoa.
Perfect example.
Scott, thanks for coming on the show today.
Yeah, you're
acupuncture,
welcome.
a lot of people out there probably heard of it, but you have those people that are afraid of needles. But it's not anything like that.
No, not hardly anything at all. A lot of people have this misconception of, the needles are huge, and because we're so used to getting used to needles that push fluids through them, hypodermic needles, and they're so much smaller than that.
These are like little teeny tiny pins.
So small, yeah.
I couldn't even feel them.
Yeah. Well, some of them you feel, some you don't. And some people say, oh, you're not supposed to feel acupuncture. Yeah, you do.
You're supposed to feel it, because if you don't feel anything, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to lie. You do feel it.
So I got a question for you.
Okay.
Tell me how all this works. Like putting needles in spots. What is it doing to like cure different things?
Well, basically it stimulates the nervous system. And it's kind of like when you get a splinter in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You get this response by the blood flushing to that area.
And then it starts swelling up.
Yeah, it starts swelling up, and then you can't tell who you are anymore. And there's lots of humor in acupuncture also.
Sure.
But yeah, you get this big immune response right away, and so there's this big flushing of blood, and so if there's injuries or inflammation, it helps to reduce that inflammation, takes the pain away, really strongly stimulates the nervous system to help to wake up the body again, to help to heal itself.
Carrying all the good cells.
Yeah.
All those white blood cells and stuff to heal and aid in the healing process.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's cool. How long have you been doing it?
For about 15 years now.
Yeah, and this is something you don't get online. You obviously have to study.
Yeah, I studied for 6 years. Went to school for 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
So you're like a doctor.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, where'd you go to school?
I went to school in Santa Cruz, California.
Uh-huh. Pretty popular acupuncture area?
It's getting much more popular now. Yeah. It's been a little slow here in Lake Tahoe. Of course, we're a little behind times in certain things anyway.
Think?
Yeah. So it's catching on a lot more now.
So what do you see in mostly? What kind of cases come into your office most?
Mainly pain-related things, injury-related things like that. Yeah.
What about weight loss? Now, we talked about it at the break. You said weight loss. This is actually could help you with that.
Yeah. Weight loss, smoking cessation, any kind of addiction problems at all, and eating food and being overweight can be an addiction as well. But
trust me, I know. I'm one of those addictions.
Yeah. So it can help to really rebalance and reboot your system. So it just kind of resets everything, and your body just goes back to what it naturally needs and wants.
That's great. Now talk about. My last question would be like acupuncture, a therapy all of its own. Now, can you combine that with other therapies, say massage, maybe Western medicine?
Yeah, definitely. I actually work inside a physical therapy office, Emerald Bay Physical Therapy, a little plug there. And it works really well in conjunction with physical therapy, massage. I also do a lot of nutritional counseling and dietary therapy. And then there's a lot of referrals back and forth. I get a lot of referrals from the Western doctors, and they usually send their patients over to me when they can't figure out what's going on with them.
See, you always go there last, and you should be going to Scott first.
Yeah, exactly.
Scott, weirdest thing happened to me one time. I was an acupuncturist, and they were putting the needles all in, right? And so they put the one in my knee, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there, and out of nowhere, the needle shot out of my knee across the room. Because of some kind of body response?
It happens.
I've
seen it happen before.
Have you been hurt by flying needles or anything like that?
No, I have been poked, but not.
So you've seen it before?
Yeah,
wasn't just me?
Yeah, no, it's not just
I thought I was obsessed or something. I'm the thing just shot out across the room. It was crazy.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Not that often though.
But I'm okay?
Yeah, you're okay. You're fine. Yeah.
Scott,
it looks like you turned out pretty well.
I'm barely functioning. Scott Nanamura in the studio. Now, how do people get in touch with you, Scott?
My phone number is 530-541-6392. I have a website that's being built right now, and you can just type in my name and Google it, and that website will come right up for you. And there's a lot of info on the website, and and also my contact information as well.
Success rate is high with acupuncture.
It's pretty high, yeah. Acupuncture has been around for like over 5,000 years, and so
True.
there's a whole therapy just with anything. You can treat acupuncture with anything.
Well, everybody says, homeopathic therapy. The Western medicine guys are over here, homeopathics over here, and it's like there's been this big line in the sand dividing the two.
Yeah.
And they're like, ours is better, ours is better. And now it seems like you're starting to see them start to come together more and more. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is a really good thing. I like to think acupuncture helps to bridge that gap between the two, because it's not so far out there for some people, but it's getting a little bit more mainstream now, and so we have that connection with the Western doctors and some connections with the other therapies that might be a little bit out there for some people. So I like to find that it's bridging that gap.
Scott, pioneer, bridging the gap.
Got to find
Thanks
that
for all
gap.
your work. Thanks for poking me with needles this morning.
You're welcome.
City Council might need some help. You do work on public officials?
Yeah, we need to work more up here than...
You heard it from Scott. Hey, it's been a fun day here on Tahoe Today. Thanks to Scott for coming in. Contact him. Try acupuncture out. It's a very cool experience. It's something that everybody should try out just to see, hey, I've ruled out everything else. Acupuncture might be the key. So I tried it. It was incredible. And I go back from time to time. That's been it for Tahoe Today. They're cutting us off. They're pulling the plug. All right, we ran out of Bud Light here on set, so that means we're closing out the show. We want to thank Nate Seco in the back for switching the show. Lauren Sims, like I said, if you see that white Jeep on the side of the road, stop by, help her out, because she's been through a rough patch here, so we need to help her out. And thank you for each and every day for watching here at 7:30 each and every morning. Tahoe Today takes flight, and for tolerating Drew with you this morning. It's been a good day, Lake Tahoe. Get out and enjoy it. We got kind of the surroundings back to ourselves for a little while. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30. Tune in.
A brush of your hand, your cheek checks my shoulder. All the day's business is done.